On guys, hope everyone's having a great Memorial Day weekend. Uh, don't be hesitant to thank all the people who served in our military, because I sure did when I bumped into one yesterday. So it only takes a second. So without them, we wouldn't be here in this wonderful country that we have. But hope everyone's having a great 3 day weekend, and the ones that are working, it's not gonna end. We all have to hustle. Some of us are fortunate to have the day off, like myself, but don't feel bad. It just happens. We all, run through that rut every once in a while. What I want to talk about today is that our future is changing, but what I mean about that is that when we have our hobbies, we don't have an exact market that consists of it. It changes, it fluctuates, and we need to catch up with it because there's always something new. And I'll start out by saying this: back in the 50s, the 60s, and the hot rod eras, you want to make your car go fast. It was as simple as taking off the heads, putting on a cam, putting it back on your heads, and putting on a really big carburetor, which is simply simple. I would say I've never done it myself, but it looks simple as it could be. So the market's changing. Of course, you started going to fuel injection vehicles, and with the technology of turbochargers and lift controls and electronic valve adjustments with as with VTEC or Ecotec or Lift or VVTI or whatever the case may be, Skyactiv by Mazda. Everyone has it, and technology changes, and we have to adjust to it. So, what I'm trying to say with today's podcast is, I would say, or TubeCast, is that our internal combustion engines are still going to be around, but they're not going to be hardcore internal combustion engines. We are staring off into the electrical world. So everybody's making the movement of having a turbocharged or supercharged engine at the moment to get that fuel efficiency. And at the same time, some manufacturers are actually going, with half and half. For the example of the Acura NSX, which is a hybrid and electric vehicle, and and the BMW, I believe it's the i8. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think it's the i8. It's a hybrid vehicle, supercars, and I wouldn't doubt if in the future we have our mid-class cars that are affordable but are going to be hybrid. I know I've been doing my research, and I know Honda wants to 2/3 of their sales by 2025. They want to go hybrid or full electric. 2/3 of their sales, which is awfully a lot. So what does that mean for us as far as the tuning world? Well, you have to adapt to it. We have to make our sacrifices, put in the range time, the knowledge of knowing exactly what electric powertrains have to be. To be honest with you, I do not know anything about the electric vehicles, except that it has a generator, it has an electric motor, and somehow, some way, it gets generated to the power cell of the battery, and you get the power through the car. That's the only thing I know. Now, when we have our performance cars in the future, in which we want to put in wrench time, we'll probably be in the age in which we're looking at the generation, because I look at the generation of muscle cars. People who have the Camaros, the old school Camaros from the 60s or 70s, the Mustangs, the Challengers, the old guys that relied on carbureted engines. That's who I look up to. And of course, they're stuck in that era. And when it comes to tuning, I'm sure because our era will be, VTEC. In my case, it will be Lift. Another criteria that will be the LS Nation with their LS engines, or the Coyote guys with their Coyote engines, and the list goes on and on. The guys who decide to grow up on the carbureted muscle car era, they can't catch up with that technology because they don't want to put in the homework of knowing exactly what's going on. So what I'm trying to get at is that'll probably be our case in the future, in which once the hybrid technology will start to kick in, and maybe even electric technology, we will be stuck in the same path as I am looking up to the carbureted guys, the old school guys. It's gonna be a little bit awkward, I would say, knowing that when we have our old age, and young guys like ourselves, they are right now, are tuning the hybrid or full electric cars to make them go faster. It's gonna be a little bit awkward, looking back to this. But Honda's also actually trying to work on a technology called VTEC, and I don't have too much information about that, but it's basically like VTEC except in an electric technology type of deal. But but in our subject, of course, with the Toyota plans to do within the next 10 years, do either full electric vehicles or hybrids on all their fleets, which is basically, be a Corolla, Camry, even the pickup trucks. Because I heard rumors about the Tundra being a hybrid and sharing a powertrain with the Lexus motor, mating it with an electric engine, in which the full-size pickup truck will be getting 40 miles to the gallon, in which that is just phenomenal. I mean, if you could tow something, a big rig or whatever you might be hauling, for 40 miles to the gallon, that is just phenomenal. In my case, I think that's awesome. But if you want to tune something, we got to put in the wrench time and knowledge and knowing exactly what we have to do. I heard rumors also about Toyota trying to partner with Mazda, because Mazda is trying to get into that hybrid scene, because everybody's moving towards that. And also they're partnering with Denso, which is a parts manufacturer, and I'm sure everybody's familiar with Denso. They're partnering with those two companies so they can share ideas of what's going on, and it would be pretty awesome. And I'm gonna steer away for a little bit. It would be pretty awesome to know that Miata is developing right now. A rumor has it that they're developing a Miata with a 6-cylinder engine. If you ask me, what do I have to say about Mazda creating a 6-cylinder engine? I think that's pretty cool. Reliability wise, I think it's going to be a lot more better than the BMW Supra, I would say. If they do plan to do that, I'll probably do the investment of getting one, just to have one laying around, so it can have a reliable weekend car. But we'll see what's going on. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because they're trying to partner up and see exactly what they could do to share ideas, since Mazda has to be on that hybrid wagon also. So, if you haven't listened to my other podcast, link it's in the description. I'm ranting about the new Supra. I personally don't, I haven't driven one. I've definitely seen it, and I've seen, people, or I'm not sure if it's people already or just one manufacturer, but they're tuning it, and it's well over 400 horsepower, which is not bad at all. Not bad. But it's just the fact that the reliability of a Toyota is not going to be there. I know for a fact, because BMWs are born to have something gone wrong with it, and it's going to be pretty expensive to fix. So if Toyota decides to, take the wagon of maybe booting out the GT86 and, bringing up something in their own hands with like the Miata powertrain, that will be pretty cool. But then again, they're trying to do everything within the next 10 years, hybrid or electric. That's probably not going to happen. Having a full NA car. So we'll see what happens, but that will be pretty cool. The trucks itself is going to happen, because Toyota's trying to make that market of having everything hybrid or electric, and we just have to adjust to it. And we are stuck in the era of just VTEC, LS engines, and in our case, lift. If we want to teach our upcoming generation about vehicles, we have to grasp new ideas, new information, new technology to show them what we need to do. And I'm not talking about like it's going to happen tomorrow, because it's not. It's going to take quite a while. But if you could picture yourself 20 years from now, all combustion engines are a full NA combustion engine that's going to be produced in the market, I'm sure it's not going to happen. I know, we might jump into politics and say, some people, because it's a pretty heated argument, people saying that hybrid technology is just a waste of money, a waste of time. It's pointless, because if you try to recycle an electric battery, it's not environmentally friendly, and might as well just keep up with the combustion engines. And some people, when I know for a fact, when I bring it up to some people, they get heated up, because when it comes to politics, because they don't want to do that. They want to stick with their full internal combustion engine and just not worry about it. But we have to make our world a little bit more better, and unfortunately, when it comes to the tuning world, we have to adapt to it. So I'm pretty curious to see exactly what's going to happen in our market, and see how we're going to tune these cars, and being hybrid or electric. And it's going to be mind-boggling, I would say, because having to manage all these volts and a battery cell, it might be dangerous. So you got to take precautions of knowing.
Hey, what's up, guys? Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.
Exactly what to do. But I just wanted to say that our market is changing, and Toyota is planning to do that too. It's a little bit scary, I would say, but at the same time, it's something that I would love to see too. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a hybrid vehicle anytime soon. I might get one anytime soon, probably by the beginning of next year or so. But it's something that we have to adapt to it, and what we're brought up, because I've been doing a lot of research and article reading about hybrids and electric technology, which brings up into mind, what are we going to do with the tuning scene? And it's something that's just mind-boggling, I would say. And it's just been in my mind, and I wanted to catch up with you guys and see what you guys think. What do you guys think about, how is the tuning scene gonna look in a hybrid or full electric vehicle world? So I would like to know what's going on there. I'll post something on Instagram too, so maybe we could get a little bit more chit chat about this. But drop comments, see what you guys think. Our future is basically now, and our market is changing. At some point in time, Walmart is going to go out of business. Walgreens is going out of business. You don't see a lot of Walgreens. But my point is, the market changes. What used to be cool is not cool anymore. So I'll let you guys go, and hope everyone is having a great holiday weekend. And again, thanks somebody that served us in our country, because without them, you guys wouldn't be seeing me podcast. And just take a second and do that. It doesn't take much. But I'll let you guys go, and leave comments exactly what, because I would love to know exactly what's going on too. Leave comments. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you like this video, like. But again, subscribe, and that'll greatly help me out in this process of, showing you guys what I know, so we could be in a tight Toyota community. And if you guys have something that's not too ZZ, but it is a Toyota, because Toyota is something that I like, and I'm kind of leaning towards a European automotive scene also. So if you guys have European vehicles that might catch my interest, go ahead, hit up my Instagram, follow me, and I'll follow back, and trying to keep our community nice and tight. But I'll let you guys go, and again, have a great weekend. If you're working, don't sweat it. We all have to go through it, but I'll catch you guys later. See you guys.